Once, in a bustling village near a sparkling lake, there lived a little boy named Benjamin. Benjamin was kind-hearted and always willing to share what he had, even though his family didn't have much. One sunny afternoon, he heard that a great teacher named Jesus was speaking by the lake. People from all over the region were gathering to hear him. Benjamin's mother packed him a small lunch for the journey, 5 small loaves of bread and 2 fish. "Take this with you," she said. "You might get hungry." Excited, Benjamin ran to the lakeshore, where a huge crowd had gathered. He squeezed through the people until he found a spot close enough to see Jesus. The teacher's words were full of wisdom and love, and Benjamin listened intently, forgetting all about his lunch. As the sun began to set, Jesus' disciples started to worry. "There are thousands of people here," one of them said. "We need to send them away so they can find food." But Jesus smiled and said, "They don't need to leave. You give them something to eat." The disciples were puzzled. "How can we feed so many people? We don't have enough food." Just then, Benjamin tugged on one of the disciples' robes. "Excuse me, sir," he said shyly. "I have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. It's not much, but you can have it if it helps." The disciple looked at the small offering and then at Jesus. Jesus' eyes lit up with joy. "Bring the boy to me," he said. Benjamin stepped forward, holding out his lunch. Jesus took the bread and fish, looked up to heaven, and gave thanks. Then, he broke the loaves and fish into pieces and handed them to the disciples to distribute. To everyone's amazement, the food kept multiplying. No matter how many people received a piece, there was always more. The entire crowd, thousands of men, women, and children, ate until they were full. And when the disciples gathered the leftovers, they filled 12 baskets. Benjamin watched in awe. He had given all he had, and God had used it to do something miraculous. After the meal, Jesus called Benjamin over and placed a hand on his shoulder. "Thank you for your generosity," he said. "When we give what we have, no matter how small, God can use it to do great things." Benjamin beamed with joy. He ran home that evening, his heart bursting with excitement. "Mother!" he exclaimed. "You won't believe what happened!" He told her the whole story, and she hugged him tightly. "I'm so proud of you, Benjamin," she said. "You showed us that even the smallest gift can make a big difference when we offer it with love." From that day on, Benjamin never hesitated to share what he had. He knew that with God, even a little could become a lot. The end. Bread fish.